Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Dwiss and welcome back to our new Factorio tutorial series. Today with our second part about trains, and actually today we're gonna focus on logistic trains or the mod Logistic Train Network. So first of all, of course, we have everything we had last time. So we have our small little base area and our two mines over there. And then I added some void chests down here so we can simply make our iron run out or everything we would want to input here. So let's start. First of all, to start with Logistics Train Network, you will need a depot. So let's go ahead and create a depot. First of all, I want our depot to be down here, I think. I think it's gonna be good down here. So let's build a standard stacker. Standard stacker, something like that, and then join back up. Of course, we will need some signaling over here, just to make sure our trains don't crash. And then of course we will simply do something like this and add that. Actually, I think we can do this. Let's check. Let's get ourselves some... Actually, where are they? I need to research that real quick. Give me a second. Here we are again, and now we have our logistics train stops. Then we can place them here. We can call one of these depot, and then we can simply shift right click and then shift left click on all of the other stations. Make sure to click on this yellow thing and not the input or the output. Another really important thing to download for you guys is of course the Ltn Helper Modification. It will add this Ltn combinator, and here we will say it's a depot. We will leave the encoded network ID as is, and then the last thing to do is simply hook up this combinator with all of the inputs, the green lamps over here. Make sure to use the inputs and not accidentally the output or the train station itself. It won't work. Okay, so now we have all of our inputs going here, our depots. Let's check. This is not empty. This one isn't empty either. So let's make sure to empty these out. Let's simply get some stack inserters. I won't put the chests back, I guess, because we don't really need those and it's much more simple this way. No, let's actually put in some chests again. We will need to get rid of these chests in a second, that's why I prepared that. Okay, so now the train is empty. Now we can get... Well, let's leave those chests here for a second. And now the train is gone. Actually, now that the train has gone, I didn't want him to go. So let's go back to base iron, get that train unloaded. So I actually made sure to empty this train by... Oh, now we're getting a problem. Because I told him to stay where he is and he got coal into it and then the coal got onto the belt. That's really annoying, but it doesn't matter too much for now. It's gonna be simply some coal being left here on the left side or on one of the other outside belts, so that's not the biggest kind of a deal. We'll actually remove these stations and tell him to go to the depot, please, and to be on automatic. This one is as well not emptied, so let's go ahead and make sure to assist it. And as well to get these chests back in, just to make sure he leaves. And then as soon as he's left the thing, let's also tell him to go to the depot. Perfect. And then now we have kind of a lot of coal down here. We'll simply have to renew a few of these belts in a few seconds. That's not that kind of a big deal. Now, as you can see, both trains are getting here. We can actually put down some more, of course, but we don't have any fuel supply at the moment, so there's no sense in doing this. We should actually add them in the stations here. So let's actually take one of these, copy it over, put it next to it, then we can delete the old one. Of course we can put in that one again, and then let's put in an LTN station. So now, very importantly, is to put down a power pole somewhere and then get one of these guys. This one is gonna be a requester. It's gonna do, I actually want to have a look with you into our mod settings to LTN down here. So actually to set all that up, we need detailed messages. Then we need a request threshold of 8,000 as well as a provide threshold of 8,000 because that's the amount of items that go in our trains at the moment. And we want this one to be 0 because we don't want to have a stop timeout. And this one can go up to maybe 1,200, so that's gonna be 20 minutes. Finish loading is also important to tick that. And then I think this is gonna be good. We're gonna do normal thresholds only. Perfect. So that's looking fine. Now we can get back into here. We have our request threshold of, so actually let's put down a new one and let's put it to requester. Now you can see it's default to 8,000. We will have a train length of 5 minimum and maximum, so only trains with the length of 5 can go inside. This is gonna be good, and then later on we're gonna set our output here, so what it's going to request. Let's hook it up to this power pole and hook this power pole up to our lamp over here. Then next up, very important, is to hook up every chest over here. But if you did the first 6, it's gonna get a lot easier. You can simply put down this blueprint. It won't even need any more cables, so that's very convenient. That didn't work. That works. Make sure not to forget this one over here that crosses over. And now you can see we're having all these signals, but we're not having any coal in our chests. To change that, we can simply go ahead and calculate how much coal we want in our chests. We have 48 chests, 48 times 32 stacks times 50 per stack. That should be 76,800. So that's what we're gonna request, and here we are. So actually let's copy this one first, the train station, and then paste it there so we have the correct naming in here again. That's actually what I do first in general. So let's put down our request. We need iron ore. No, we don't need iron ore. We need coal. And actually we need... Sorry, I actually had a small problem recording there because of my hotkeys. Of course, we're gonna copy over the station name. We already have ourselves a little LTN combinator that is already hooked up here. So let's hook up our chests. I think we will need to hook up these and then as well hook up these together. So that should be fine now. Now we can tell this one to be minus 76,000 coal and 800 of course. And then this should be fine. We have our depot down there, and then we will have ourselves another LTN station up here. We will copy the name over, of course, get rid of the old one, get an LTN combinator, hook that one up, hook this one up as well, and then of course we will need to hook up all the chests. And now already our coal delivery is getting done, so that's very nice. And actually we can stop the trash mode down here, so our trains will stop working as soon as this is full. Then of course we can simply go ahead and copy that over to our iron station. So I will simply do that. Sorry. Of course we want to save our train name. We don't want to put it in again. So let's simply copy it, put it in there. And then of course we can as well copy over all of that and then put another combinator here, get some green wires going. Then I would like to, oh okay, so that's of course base iron 1, and then this is gonna be item equal iron ore, like that, perfect. And then over here we're gonna have a minus 76,800 iron ore, and this is of course gonna be a requester. Then we can go over to our iron mine, get some... Where is this blueprint? There it is. Get our chests all hooked up, copy our station name, put in our new station, copy the name in, get a new power pole and an LTN combinator, get some green wires going to hook all of that up. Tell this one to be a provider, that's already looking good. And now we should actually also get some iron deliveries soonish. Actually, where's the problem right now? So maybe it's simply because there's no train available. Yes, that's probably it. So let's put in, yes, there we have our first iron delivery. Let's put in a few more trains. Let's tell them to go to the depot. Actually, not that way. Not that way either, please. But like that, and you can go to the depot as well, please. And you can't go to the depot because... What's your problem? Go to the depot, please. Didn't really get his problem. Doesn't matter. Now we have 2 or 3 more trains. How many trains do we have? We have 5 trains now, and now a lot of them are on the road. That's really nice. They will get in all the resources we need, of course, and then we can, as soon as this gets backed up, we can see how those will stop. But there is a little flaw with this design, and that is that some of the chests will get, somehow they will get emptied before others and stuff like that, and there's a couple of possibilities to change this design. So first of all, there is a mod called dmod storage or something like that. I will quickly research that. And there is another mod. There is these modular chests. We can get a stack of that. Those you can get as well in steel. And then in a second we'll have the other chests. So we'll simply have a look on these and we'll check those out. So first of all, we can get the other chests now, hopefully. Yes, they have their own menu. We will get them in iron and vertical. So these are 6 long chests. As you can see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Just like that. And these are a little different. They can either be 6, 12, 13. No, so you can't do them in 12, you can do them in 6. The next step is 2 6ers, then 1 12er. Yeah, then you can do 19, I guess, and then it's probably 25 or something. How long is that? So that's actually 27 long. So that's actually exactly the length of one of these. That has one big advantage, and that is that your trains will, every time there is space in these chests, they will be unloaded very easily. I really like to use those. Of course you can use those as well, but still that will be problematic later on. So I prefer to use these modular chests. Actually, those are the best in my eyes. Of course, now we need to recalculate our logistics request over here. We will of course have 2 of these. And can we somehow see, yes, it tells us 0 of 768 storage. So 768 times 50, of course, that's the stack limit of our ores. 768, let's quickly calculate. And of course it is actually the same amount because we have some 768 it was, yes, storage in, or stacks in this chest times 50 is 30,400 and somewhat, 30,000, no, 34,000 something, 33,400 exactly. And then of course we will have 2 of these chests, so it's gonna be 76,800. So that's really convenient, so we don't have to change our inserters. Of course it's gonna be a lot harder in the standard survival thing to do this here in my world right now. Actually, I want to pause this one for a second, simply because this way we can make sure that only the trains that are already plant will get in here. Oh no, it's completely out now. It doesn't matter, we will simply get our modular chests in here. Just like that. Put them inside there. Then of course we will need to hook up the chests with the power poles. All of them. Then of course you can see the amount of coal that is in there, or iron. And then something else we need to do is relocate our power poles, so our inserters are still powered. That's quite important to do. And that is done quite easily. I forgot one over there and one over there. Okay, so that should be good to go. And now even unloading or loading or unloading of trains is no problem anymore, because all of the inserters are working at the same time, because they are of course putting it into the same inventory. And that is really handy. Now we can have a look. We can of course turn that one back on and that one as well. And then we can check how much is in there. We're still at minus 68,000. Here we are at minus 52,000. So I'm simply gonna pause. Wait, let's actually get some more trains situated maybe. That will help as well. Let's tell them to go to the depot, of course. And we can simply get, oh sorry. Oh, what did I do there? I could have left the locomotive, sorry. And that's a little too long. I'm happy with a good old 1x4 train, please. And now we will have a few more trains. We're actually at, that's 8 trains. So we will get that filled up quite quickly. I'll just pause the recording for a second. Now you can actually see that our whole system is now bottlenecked by our miners, because as soon as this train is gone again, so now we're actually below 8,000, so there's no new train coming. And as soon as this one's gone, we will be at probably, how much? Okay, at around 4,000, 5,000. Now, of course, it will wait until there's 8,000 in there, and then the next train will be sent its way. Of course, one more thing to do is to look into the train menu. So you can access that by clicking onto the locomotive, or by clicking here and then locating your train. So it always has the depot on top, then it has the provider station. Sometimes there is a temporary stop somewhere, and then the final station, and afterwards of course it's gonna go to the depot again. What will be in here is very much dependent on the settings, on the mod settings we choose. So actually the inactivity is coming from finish loading, and then normally you would have some other timers going on there, which I don't really like. I prefer it to be this way. Actually, we are now at minus 20,000 iron. So we'll wait another second. So actually now it is filled up. It's now showing the green lamp, and right over here we have minus 4.8 thousand. Here it's minus 5.4, and that means that it's less than the provide and request threshold, and that means there's no delivery getting planned. So actually, if we put down our belts down here again, actually let's do this, and then let's do this and this. Sorry. Just to get rid of all the coal down there. Then of course these numbers will get down and we will get to below 8,000 or below minus 8,000, and then of course our trains will start going again. I actually added a second iron mine over here just to show you guys the advantage. You just put down your train station, you call it somehow, doesn't matter. You put down the LTN combinator, you hook it up, you hook up your chests, and you're good to go. The logistics network will automatically do everything for you, and that is really convenient. So now actually we're at how much are we? Minus 9,900, so of course there is only one train scheduled, and this will gonna go, and I think it's gonna be too fast loading back into here, and this will not get two trains at once unloading. Of course never at once, but not even on the track. Okay, of course I'm really happy to answer any questions in the comments or in any future videos. If you need some more explanation, I'm also happy to do another video if you need. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, then please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, see you guys next time in the next episode of our tutorial over here. Have a good one and stay safe. Bye!